I try hugging his leg, but he turns away to kick out his leg. So I bring my foot behind his knee to bend his posture and hold high on his pants. He defends the back, placing his body on the mat, and I keep my foot hooked behind his knee to smooth transition to side control. I trap his arm with my forearm, step over his head very tight, and pass my leg over his body to attack the arm lock. He frees his head, and I lock the triangle. He stays sideways, so I attack the key lock. I step over his leg, but he lowered my posture, so I place my hand on the mat to fall on my shoulder and make a side bent grip instead. I free the De La Riva leg and roll to the berimbolo. He tries coming up on top, so I place both my hands on the mat and push the floor to spin to his side control. I immediately place my knee on his belly, but he frames my hip as he tries to turn turtle. I pull his opposite arm to not let him turn, but he hip escape into me, so I go back to the side control. I hold his shoulder and bring my left foot right under that same shoulder, pass my leg over his head, and as I sit down, I lift my knee up to reach the arm lock. Jordan played collar and sleeve, but as he tries to switch to the De La Riva, I stand up and step over his leg. He lifts me up and pull me to the side of his De La Riva hook. I post my hand on the mat and pull his hip up. I wait until he tries to recover his guard and kick my leg back to pass his guard. I bring my knee to his belly, underhook, and step over his hip to get a clean mount. He tries turning, and I slide my shin to his neck to submit him on the arm lock. Josué tries getting the underhook to maybe go to my back, so I step to reverse half guard. Now I control both legs, I free my knee, and as he tries coming up, I start bringing my foot to hook the bottom leg and my knee to block his hips. Now if he tries coming up, he ends up giving his back as long as I keep my knee always above the hips. I spin to the other side, go to the back. He does a good job controlling and not letting me put the other hook in, so I switch for the arm lock. As I switch for the arm lock, I attack the opposite arm, almost like a key lock. Then he tries defending, and I get the tap. Clayton pulls, and I immediately step over his leg. He pulls me forward to get a very tight overhook, and I post my hand on the mat and my hip sideways to pummel my leg on top of his top leg, so I can clear my leg out of the half guard. I pull myself tight to his overhook to not let his bottom leg come in. I dig my hand deep on his collar and open my elbow on his ear to force him to place his back on the mat. He fights against it and turns turtle. I control his opposite arm, bring my hips towards his neck, my head on the mat, and walk parallel to him to finish the clock choke. Watch in slow motion how I cross Clay's arm and immediately hold his opposite leg. I start escaping my hips to get my body below his shoulder to avoid him getting an underhook. I keep on controlling his arm as I post on the mat to help me climb up towards his back and immediately sink in the choke as his arm is controlled and can't defend it. I pull myself back and climb my legs high. My top leg is still low, so I escape my hips to throw it over his shoulder and get the tap. I block Brian's hip so he doesn't reverse the leg drag. He throws the leg over and I immediately switch my sleeve grip to pinch his arm to his hip and grab his collar. I pass my leg over his body so I can finish the armbar. He kicks his leg back to attempt to jump to the other side. I'm able to push off his lapel to keep me on my side and free my top leg out to defend the pass. I put him in the De La Riva guard and reach out for his lapel to feed it under his leg. My other hand goes for the belt, and now I can close my left knee inside to either take his back or make him roll, and as he rolls, I grab closer to his neck to pull me closer so I can switch my legs once again to apply pressure to flat him on his back so I can grab the other side lapel. Now I have a crazy tight grip which allows me to go on my back and easily get him to his knees. I try pulling him, but he has a very solid base, so I attack his neck with the opposite hand of my hook. As he defends, I control his hand and take his base off balance. I go to the arm lock, but as he defends, I dig my leg inside his arms to help me break the grip and get the tap.